Hi, Libra. How are you guys doing? Are you ready that Are you ready? Are you glad that January is over? I was trying to see if my cards were upright. They are. January was a really long month for everybody, but February is going to be a little bit easier. I do feel like that you guys might be a little bit slower when it comes to things in February. I mean, it's nice to be back into an air sign season anyways. I mean, I was like applauding when Aquarius season hit because I am just like, can we just get out of the feelings already? Like, I don't even want to feel the feelings anymore. Just don't. All right. And I do feel like you guys are kind of the same way. I think you guys are super focused on work this month and kind of turning some things around for yourself, which makes a lot of sense. You know, we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So if you're dealing with an earth sign that you're kind of holding on to maybe from the past, or somebody who's just moving really, really slowly, you're kind of vacillating over this. This could also have a lot to do with work where you feel like you're having to seriously save up your coins because you don't know what your next move is going to be. And things are going so slowly that you're not really sure. I do feel like you ended a cycle recently and you're possibly starting a new one with the World. Could be with another air sign, or this just could be you with the King of Swords and the Four of Cups. But I'm not entirely sure. I feel like this reading is going to go really, really fast for you guys because I'm not entirely sure. I feel like you're stubborn. I feel like you're being extremely stubborn right now because you have things that you want to accomplish and you want to have things. It's going to be very difficult this month and next month to really, really, really like push agendas and get things safe because people are being nasty right now. Like that's why I have the shirt on, the adultish shirt on. People are being nasty. It's really hard to get everybody to be on the same page right now. Nobody's going to really be listening very well. It's that, you know, everybody's gossiping about what's going on. I feel like you are really just dealing with yourself a lot this month and really wanting to focus on what your next move is, what your next big gain is, where you want to go from here, and possibly not a lot on relationships. Like if there are any offers that are coming in, it's possible that you're not even wanting to accept them. And if it's another air sign that you want, you know, that you want to offer something to, or, you know, whatever, I feel like they're not really feeling it either. The air signs are really like in their power in February because we're back into an air sign season. I mean, the emotions of December and January. I mean, can we talk about that for a minute? Like the last time we were in an air sign, it was your season. And it's always so difficult to get through Scorpio season and Sagittarius season. And do you feel like you've been, hanging on to something since Scorpio season? I feel like it's time to kind of let go. Or there's either you are holding on to a Scorpio, or Scorpio is like holding on to you for dear life, for fear that you're going to lose something in this and not gain. And see, the thing is with the Four of Pentacles, you can't gain anything with it. You have to look at things in a different way. I feel like there's kind of something that you're still holding on to from Scorpio season. I feel like that's probably a big part of it. And the reason why it feels like you need to kind of watch your words right now is because you really are trying to build something in your life. Like Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I want to say, like, don't rush in. And if it is a Scorpio that you are like wanting to rush into, I want to say kind of like get a little bit more reserved, like pull yourself back a little bit. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because the Scorpio right here is treading water right now. But what's very interesting is, although you feel like you want to rush in and get things done, whoever the earth sign is in your life is, I feel like they're the one they're like the person that's telling you, no, let's take it a little bit slower. Let's do this step by step. And I feel like this is in a very business way. I feel like there's somebody that's kind of like your you know, gains, right? But we are seeing a regression here from the Four of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. I want to tell some of you to watch your coins this month. You could have a potential to lose money if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. If you're not paying, if you're skipping the steps, like the Knight of Pentacles does not skip the steps, but the Knight of Swords does, because he's going too fast. He misses things, right? Yeah, I feel like there needs to be, you're trying to make business decisions, and I feel like they could be very, very lucrative for you, but there's a lesson that you need to learn here. In possibly changing your attitude or changing the way that you even think about money. Like, I feel like there's kind of this idea of if you don't have enough, you're going to hold on to it instead of just accepting and realizing that the universe is going to take care of you. Hello, the World card is next. The universe is going to take care of you, but you have to trust. You have to have faith, and that could be this transformation that you're going through right now. You'll get your answers. Watch your words, though. I do feel like you're going to get some answers when it comes to money, when it comes to your finances this month. I feel like there are going to be a lot of answers with that Ace of Swords. Count on the earth sign friend, whoever that is, to help you with the gains, because I feel like you could have a potential to, and not even like lose a lot of money, but it just feels like there's this regression. Like you've been waiting on something for so long, and you're still kind of having to juggle things, right? Let's see what the World card is. I'm curious what this cycle is. Three Cups. Maybe you need to get out a little bit more and socialize with people. Maybe it's time for Libra to go on vacation. Possibly. Maybe you don't need to be the adult right now. This could also be that you're recognizing who you really want to have as your soul family and who needs to go. You could be cutting people out of your life right and left because you're like, you're no good to me. Like, why have I kept you in my life for so long? You're toxic. I don't need any more of your BS. That's kind of what that feels like a little bit. Let's see the King of Swords. Chiron is moving into Aries this month, which is your 7th house of relationships. So I do feel like you're going to find a voice when it comes to your relationships. Yeah, there is some kind of anxiety or agonizing that you're going through when it comes to this cycle ending in your life. And I feel like it has a lot to do with friends and loved ones and having, or like a soul family type thing. There's, a recognition of where you want to accept the love and where you don't want to accept the love. If you're dealing with another air sign, they're, like I said, they're kind of going through it too. You know, we are trying to recover from all of this like feeling, and I'm saying we because I'm a Libra rising, right? So we're trying to recover from this like feeling all the time, like constantly all the time. Like, why am I always having to feel something? Can it just be logical? So there's this recovery mode that we're in. Chiron in Aries in your 7th house, you will find a voice in your relationships. Watch your words. This transit's going to last for 8 years. You don't want to ruin something now just because you got a little bent out of shape, especially if it's to an earth sign, an air sign, or a fire sign, or all of the above. See? I feel like once you stop accepting bullshit from other people, you actually control the energy shifting here with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like the right people are going to start offering you things and the wrong people are starting to fall away. We talked about your crew a couple of months ago, like who's in your crew. I think it's very, very imperative that you are honest with yourself this February on who you really need to have around you and who just does not fit there anymore. And it's okay that they don't fit there anymore. People outgrow people. And if they are not in alignment with what you're doing in your life, they're just pulling you down. They're just dragging you down. So you need to make sure that you're being extremely discerning about the people in your life. This fire sign is feeling a little left out, possibly because of some harsh words. Now, Oh, the confusion of it all. Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Watch your words. We don't want to be in a childish mode right now. If you have to cut a fire sign out of your life because they left you out in the cold, do it. Like, I don't even want you to start, I don't want you to think twice anymore about the people that are treating you poorly. And it's kind of just a given. Everybody is talking shit, right and left. Everybody's talking shit to everybody else. Lilith in Aquarius. That's just what she does. And then when she goes into Pisces in May, everybody's going to take out revenge on what was said during Aquarius season. So watch your words. Now, if it's a Leo or an Aquarius and you're not really sure about what to do with them, Two of Swords, the Sun, and the Star, I feel like there's going to be some light shed on either a purpose that you're following or a direction that you want to go in. If you're really confused about this during February, just rest. Seven of Cups, Four of Swords. If you're dealing with an Aquarius or a Leo and they're confusing you, rest. The biggest advice here is to rest and get back to you, Libra. And I feel like you've been doing that anyways, getting back to you, finding out what you really need to do in life, how you really need to be in life. Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, there you are, feeling a little stuck though on what you want and what you desire. Kind of a broken heart from a Taurus because you haven't heard from them and you want to hear more. Or because you just want more out of life and spirituality. I don't feel like this Taurus is going to open up anytime soon, or Pisces. I don't feel like the Pisces, if you felt like this was going to end up in marriage in some way and you're left a little brokenhearted, I kind of feel like it might be a Pisces. See that? The Page of Cups and the High Priestess represents Pisces. If you thought this was going to end up in marriage in some way, you're a little bit brokenhearted because it's like you thought it was going to go one way and then it didn't. It fell apart in the end, right? Before that even showed up though, I want you to see this. You may feel really stuck on what you want in life, but you're doing pretty damn good. We have, the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, you are sitting there pretty and you're doing it on your own. I don't want you to confuse yourself with, what other people are doing in your life versus what you're doing in your life. I don't want you to bank on how other people are going to affect your life right now, because I want you to affect your life 100% and you let other people have their journey. Because I think that even though you may feel stuck in what you want to do, again, we have the Pisces here, you may feel stuck in what you want to do in life, but that Nine of Cups is telling me that you've been manifesting really, really well, and maybe you're supposed to be still right now. The Four of Swords is also telling me that maybe you're supposed to be still right now. Maybe you're not supposed to be pushing forward on things. It's like you're not even sure what your next move is, what your next like lucrative move is, and you're really feeling like you need to make one because you think you're not doing as well as you actually are doing, right? The Empress and the Nine of Pentacles, you're actually doing pretty well, Libra. And I don't want you to lie to yourself that you're not. And I also don't want anybody else to make you feel like less than who you truly are. I feel like this situation over here, is kind of a creeper. Like I feel like somebody's trying to creep back into your life. Somebody who possibly broke your heart before. And you're just not having it. Like, you're just like, no, I can't. I'm like, you haven't heard from this person in a really long time. That Page of Cups just feels very creepy to me for some reason. You can't really count on everybody right now. You know, you just can't. You can't count on other people to be adults. You can't count on other people to keep their promises. You know, maybe you have like one or two people in your life that you can really count on, but it's time to Oh, yeah. See, there's a water sign here that would much rather, a water sign or a fire sign that is a much better match than this Taurus or this fire sign over here. I feel like there's one fire sign that kind of cut you to the, like cut you down, made you feel a little shitty about yourself over here. Yeah, I know. The words I'm using, I know. Yeah. It's Aquarius season. Welcome to it. I feel like there's a Taurus that really, I feel like there's a lot of like people, this is where I'm saying, you know, you've got to be discerning about who you have in your space. So with the Six of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Lovers, there's a water sign in your life that you have a really strong connection with. If these are situations that you're healing from, doesn't have to be a water sign, just somebody who's really intuitive. Maybe it's you. Maybe you are just connecting with yourself. Could be a fire sign too. Who wants to travel to you? Look at that. Definitely one, or you're thinking about traveling to them. Wow. And that is a soulmate connection too. See, things are actually much better than you think, but here's the thing, is you have to rid yourself of the toxic energies first. I feel like there's a lot of cutting of people out, and that's what this is right here, this Two of Pentacles and this Ace of Swords. It's cutting a lot of people out of your past and creating healthy boundaries. And as you do that, even if it's really confusing for you and it kind of sucks that you have to do it, even, you know, as you're doing that, there are offers that are coming in big time. And they're not page offers. They're like queens and kings and who want to marry you, who want to travel to you, who have a very strong connection. Could be a Gemini even. There's a hair that's bothering me that's driving me crazy. I don't like that. It's like one of my biggest pet peeves is when a hair is like tickling me somewhere because I shed constantly. All right, Libra, happy Valentine's Day. I think this like Three of Swords is like the remnants of something that somebody has already done to you. It's like a past, and it's like a memory almost, that because these swords, you know, we've talked about this before. Swords are thoughts. Like the actual act of breaking your heart has already happened and your heart healed. Because when our heart is broken, our heart is actually wounded, like physically wounded, and then it has to heal. But when the thing that we always hold on to and we can't necessarily get rid of is the communication side or the thought processes and the sadness of it. And so those memories keep coming back and keep coming back. And that's what pulls us back into the Three of Swords. And that's what's painful again. So I want you to, like the memories of the people from your past that made you feel like you weren't good enough, that's going away. All of that stuff is falling away. And even if you can't see what your future is holding you right now, it's right there. You know, I feel like you're kind of missing it because you might be holding on to some regrets or some resentments from the past. Oh, there it is. I found it. An annoying little thing. There's definitely a water sign here that wants to travel to you and wants to build a stable foundation with you. See this? Six of Swords, Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Lovers. I mean, that's a really good run right there. Somebody wants to like really bring in some good stuff for you. Or there could be a fire sign or somebody who just embodies fire and water. Three of Wands, Queen of Swords, Six of Cups. They see you. They recognize you. So I want these energies to come through a little bit more. I don't want you to get super anxious about the future, right? You're going to miss out on this Wheel of Fortune if you keep thinking about the past. Right, Libra? We don't want to do that. Let's leave the past in the past. Let it go. Sing the Frozen song if you have to. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope you have a wonderful February. If you would like a personal reading from me, check out my website, fearlessintuition.net. I love you guys so much. That's really, I mean, it's a great reading. You just kind of have to get out of your own way right now. So Have a great February. Love you. Thanks for your patience. Bye.